afternoon, spring break 2020. Just going out for a short little ride now that the rain's stopped. Actually got to go get the bike inspected, get ready for my longer trip later this week. So I wanted to start this MotoVlog channel just to kind of keep a record of my trips and kind of share what I've learned. I've been riding motorcycles for... Are you going to stop, buddy? Thank you. I've been riding motorcycles since I was a kid, you know, dirt bikes and whatnot, but only been doing road riding since 2012 maybe, so about 8 years now. I've always liked camping to begin with, but I thought, why not take the two things I like doing and put them together. A big inspiration, I've seen the show multiple times, is the Long Way Round and Long Way Down with Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman. Well, actually, I'm going to pull in here and get some gas real quick. So, I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, you didn't want to see me get gas, so I skipped that. Anyway, back to our conversation. I really enjoyed the show, Long Way Round, Long Way Down. I've seen both of them multiple times, read the books. Those long cross-country, you know, kind of trips are really interesting to me. I'd love to do something like that at some point. Obviously not all the way around the world. Not something that I have the time or necessarily the want to do there. But doing, you know, cross-country, multi-state trips are something that I could definitely get behind. Man, it's windy today. Whew. Those are things that I would like to do. I've done a couple, you know, multi-state, well, I've done one multi-state trip going up to Oklahoma from Texas. I don't really count that. But a couple summers ago I went up to Colorado. That was a whole lot of fun. Absolutely loved that trip. Is that where I'm going? No, there it is. So I'd like to do something like that again. Really stretch my legs, so to speak. A friend of mine lives up in South Dakota. I'd love to go do that. Ride around the northern part of the country one summer. Oh, Joshua is not on spring break right now. Oh man, it's humid today. All that rain we got this morning. Anyway, so the channel is just so that I can kind of chronicle my journey and share the things that I've learned throughout this process. Do some gear reviews, talk about what it is that I take with me, the gear that I wear. I got this new camera setup that I've been using a couple of times now. I think I've finally started to figure it out. I'll kind of go through all of that soon as well. But right now, I'm going to pull in here and do an inspection at Joshua Lubentune. I called them earlier today to make sure they do motorcycle inspections, and they said they did. So we will do this, and I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit. Well, that took a little longer than I anticipated. That's all right. Now time to go do the registration. I know this contest is just absolutely riveting, but I haven't put a video out in a while, so I thought I'd at least try to get something in. Oh man. I'll also show you the road that I like to ride on a lot here in the Joshua Burleson area. FM 917. Nice and curvy. I could just stay on this road and go all the way up to the courthouse, but that's boring. It's just a straight shot. This is more fun. So let's check that out, shall we? FM 917. Some good twisties. Used to ride this road a lot. And I moved down here. Now I ride it even more. When I can. It's been real rainy this year. I haven't got a chance to get out and ride a whole lot. Anyway. So back to the conversation at hand. Like I said, I like to do longer trips, and I'll try and chronicle the trip that I'm planning for this week. Back roads through Texas. Probably go down and see my parents for a couple of days. More or less, this video is just an excuse for me to make a video so I can test out my latest settings on the camera. I'm using a GoPro Hero 6 Black on my helmet. So I've been doing some research on different settings, and I've got a filter on the case. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but I do know a couple people that use filters, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I'd be interested to know if anybody else is using this camera or a similar one, the GoPro Hero 6 Black, what your settings are on it, how you get the best video quality. I've been jacking around with it for a couple of months now. I don't know, I see some people's videos, like Chase on Two Wheels. I watch a lot of his stuff. 40 Times Around, watch a lot of his stuff, and they always have really, really good, crisp, clean video. I'm using a lot of the same gear that they are, including the microphone inside the helmet, Purple Panda, all the gear and everything that they're using. I mean, good quality stuff. I've just had mixed results with it. I'm sure, you know, since they've been doing it for a long time, they know exactly how to get things set up the way that they need to be to get that clear video. So like I said, this video is kind of an experiment to see if I like it. I've shot a bunch of videos in the last couple of months, but none of them have turned out quite like I wanted them to, so I haven't posted them. Hopefully this one will get posted. If you're listening to me talk, then it did, obviously. I've said that the last couple of videos and then haven't posted. It's like, well, that was a waste of time, but it's alright. See if anybody's riding out at the arena today. Nope, doesn't look like it. It's a nice day out. It's a little humid, kind of windy, but it's not hot, it's not cold. Beautiful weather for riding. Maybe I'll shoot a second video today about something else. Who knows? Kind of depends on how long this camera battery is going to last. I don't really know that either. Like I said, experimenting. I'm glad you're on the ride with me today to do that. Oh, come on. So speaking of making videos and making content, started making a list about things that I might make videos about that aren't my my rides. One of my I have two favorite videos that I've posted so far. One of them is my most viewed video. I did a review on this V-Stream windshield. Really like this windshield. Go check that video out. That was on one of my longer trips that I rode down to Austin to check out the MotoGP that year. Which leads me to my second favorite video, the one I did on the MotoGP. That was a really fun trip. Going down to Bastrop, I met my dad and brother-in-law, my brother, my dad's friend. We all rode in and stayed at a house, Airbnb. At the MotoGP at COTA, the Circuit of the Americas racetrack, if you ride in, you get free parking. So we all ride in from our separate homes, meet up in Bastrop, and do a lot of riding that weekend. Riding around town, riding into the track every day. It's a really fun time. If you're into motorcycles, which I guess you are if you're watching this video, then I would definitely suggest you check out the MotoGP. The only one that they do here in the US is in Austin at COTA. Definitely worth the trip. I would like to go overseas sometime and go to another race. I think that would be a real fun experience. There's a couple that I really like to check out. The British GP would be really cool, and the first race of the season is always at Qatar, which I haven't figured this out yet exactly. I'm sure if I looked it up I could figure it out, but that's the only race. Qatar is the only race that they do at night. All the lights are on, tracks lit up. It's really cool. That would be a fun one to check out. Figure out why they do that one at night. Man, this Kia is really making things not interesting. But anyway, I will be making that trip again in a couple of weeks. Part of the reason why I'm doing the inspection registration, so I can have all of that done before I leave. Tags actually went out last month, so, which was only 2 weeks ago. Didn't realize they were out in February. I thought I had till March because that's when I did it last time, but I guess not. So that's why I'm doing it now, so that when I go to the racetrack in April, everything is current. Also hit the 6,000 mile mark on this bike this weekend. I did a ride up to the Colleyville, South Lake, Flower Mound area to ride with a friend of mine, and passed my 6,000 mark. So time for the 6,000 mile service. Probably call the Triumph dealer tomorrow and see if they have a day this week I can take the bike in and have that done. I haven't done the yearly services because I haven't ridden it a whole lot. Bought this thing in 2016. Yeah, it's a 2015 model. I bought it in 2016, brand new. It had 0 miles on it when I bought it. So I've done all of the service at the dealer. So I spent a lot of money on this bike. Only thing that I've ever bought brand new. So I wanted to make sure that everything was done correctly. Especially that first break-in service, the 500 mile one. They take the break-in oil out flush everything out, put the new oil in, double check, make sure everything is tight in a working condition. Definitely did that one at the 500 mark. Back into town. This is great. Not really. I'm about to pull up to the courthouse here, so I'll probably be cutting the video out. So I hope there was a this is kind of me rambling for, you know, several minutes, but whatever, it's fine. So anyway, I will catch up with y'all later and keep the shiny side up.